Howdy folks, and welcome back to Hunting Country. My name is Buck Wild, and I've got some new games that we're going to take a look at together. Hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. So, first off, if y'all have seen my short, y'all would have seen these three games. And first off, this is the game that I started my collection on, but I gave it to a friend of mine. You may know him on YouTube as Platypus Duck. I sent him one of these Deer Hunter Monster Buck 4-packs. The one I had was used, but it was like new. The reason I got rid of it and chose this one is because of this. So, I got me a free t-shirt. And so all in all, I've had 3 of these in my lifetime. Never thought I would have. So I've got this one. I've got one in a larger form. It's a wider version of this, and it comes with a shirt on the side. And I had also found a shirt on Mercari, but I just give that shirt to Platypus, and he said he liked it, so good for him. I don't think I'm going to open this because on a very old video of mine, we already really know what's in it. Not really sure if I'll ever open it. I'm sure I will someday, but anyway. You also may remember that Deer Hunter had a extended season. It was an expansion pack. Well, the original that they had, I got one. It come with a companion box with it on eBay. So I've got a companion box and the Deer Hunter extended season. It's kind of smashed in. I think I'm going to try to get another one to replace it because I'd like to have mine just a little bit nicer to be able to maybe just store it and not cave in my one I've got right now even more. But anyway, they also made another copy where it actually came with the companion. So in a way, so you have your regular Deer Hunter extended season, companion, and your screensaver, which I think just came in jewel cases. So you had your original extended season, and you also had your extended season that came with a companion. I think that was really just for anybody who didn't want to just try to buy all of them separate. They could just get this, and it would just come with a companion disc. And probably this here was probably just for people who more or less didn't want to have a bunch of stuff on their shelf or something. So here is Deer Hunter Monster Buck 4-pack, and it's extended season with the companion. So not really sure. I guess I've never owned one of these, so I guess I might go ahead and open it. It's kind of hard to since it is brand new, but I've seen this very one on eBay for a very long time, and it to me, out of all of them on eBay, it had the best appearance to it, just perfect. So I guess we'll go ahead and open it up. We'll leave this one be, I guess. We'll go ahead and open this one and see what's inside. And I do not think I even have my knife on me, but so we might come to it later on. Here is a Bass Pro Bass Tournament 3D. I found this on eBay for around 60 bucks. Guy gave me an offer. I accepted, all because it looks super cool, and it being from Bass Pro, it says official on the top, and kind of from what AI overview says of it, it was like one of the very first Bass Pro games ever made. More or less saying it was the one that started all the Bass Pro Shops fishing games. So couldn't find any more like it. This one's used. All it has is its Stanley jig, and it has a CD and manual. That's probably all it ever came with. It probably didn't have nothing special in it. So I don't think I'll open it either because it's just a manual and a CD. And from the looks of it, this here has never been taken out either. So anyway, I looked at this game by myself. It is the direct sequel to Whitetail Fever. So I've had this one in my view for a long time. This one is Whitetail Extreme, and it works just like Whitetail Fever, aka Whitetail Impact. So this one does not install. You just slide the disc right in and it starts playing, more or less. So Like I said, it's the direct sequel to Whitetail Impact. Another name for it is Whitetail Fever. This one's the sequel, Whitetail Extreme. Like I said, it's been around on eBay for a long time. It's the only boxed version on eBay that I've seen, and just it looks really nice, you know. I think nobody ever like took anything out of it, so like your like my Whitetail Fever, this one comes with the same kind of thing. It comes with this little like ad, you know, and kind of shows some of the other games that they made. One of them that I'm after is, or I guess three of them I'm after is Browning African Safari, Deer Hunt 3D, and a fishing maps. I don't think that's a game. It must be like just maps or something. But I looked at it a little bit. I didn't play no hunts on it so far. I might do that with y'all. The reason I took a look at it by myself first was because it's got a really good theme on it, and I know that from Hall of First Person was playing it once. It looked really cool. The music looked cool, or sounded cool, but I cannot find the audio file. It still might be there, but I just can't find it. So inside you have your Whitetail Extreme jewel case. Pretty nice. Inside, the holder has been kind of cracked, so it's not holding the disc very well, which ain't really a big issue. Like I said, if it's rare, I don't care. You can find plenty of these in jewel cases on eBay, but the way I like to collect my stuff is in their original boxes, so that I know exactly what it looked like when they were sold on shelves at a local store. So anyway, we might take a look at that together. It's probably not going to be super special since if you've already seen my video on Whitetail Fever, it's about the exact same thing, nearly. Also, I got a few other orders in. You'll have to give me a minute for me to get my knife, but I also got another game that I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to get into not so game stuff that I'd like to show you. So I'll be right back, and then I'll show you. Okay, so when I said I have some stuff that's not so game related, a couple of them, well, one is a VHS. It is a Bambi 2005 edition on VHS. They also had a 2005 DVD release from 2005 release. This one here was pretty nice looking, so I got it. Also, for a long time, I've wanted to buy one of my first laser discs. So my first one was a 1989 Bambi laser disc. It looks super nice. It's brand new. It's still got the seal. I also got some others I'll show you here in a minute. I also have Bambi started when I was really young. I was probably about 2 or 3 years old, and I just loved the film. Still do. My plan is to actually find every USA release, and that's probably all I'm going to have to find, because they've got Japanese releases, UK, and I mean, I probably just can't collect them all. But my plan is to find every US release on Bambi. I've got a few, and you might see a few of them on some previous videos of mine. So the first one I ever owned or had was a 1997 release. It was a 55th anniversary edition. We ended up throwing it away or giving it to a thrift store or something. I wish we hadn't, because back then I wasn't sentimental, but here I am sentimental now. But anyway, so you probably already heard me say on a old short when I was talking about Bambi, was I'd found another copy, or 2 copies. It was my fault. It was a 1989 edition and release, and it was a 1997. The 1989 at the Goodwill was too bad. I didn't want to buy it. It wasn't nice. But I did get the 1997. It came with everything. It looked really nice. But I got to looking on eBay and I started seeing some of the same exact 1997 release copies, but they had different labels on them. So to me, that kind of tells me that they would have different cards and ads and inserts inside of them. So from what I know, there's 3 kinds, and I'm going to try to get all 3 of the 1997 edition releases, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, we'll get back to the game related stuff. And I've really wanted to get one of these for a long time. It's not brand new, but it's certainly a lot better than some of the other ones I've ever seen listed. I really think I need to sharpen my knife. So Platypus Duck made a video on the main theme of this game, and I didn't want to watch Destin's, if you recognize him. I didn't want to watch him play it because I just wanted to kind of be a surprise to myself. So here it is, Cabela's Grand Slam Hunting 2004 season. This thing looks really nice. From what I know, it is made in 2003. It's been 2004 season. It's kind of like the Deer Hunter's done. They would say 2003, and it was actually made in 2002. So this game is actually a whole lot like the Cabela's Ultimate Deer Hunt games, like Ultimate Deer Hunt 2 and ones like that. So this one's very similar in style. It's very similar in Cabela's Big Game Hunter 6. I've got Cabela's Big Game Hunter 6 in just CDs. I've had them ever since I've had Deer Hunter 5, my very, very old Deer Hunter 5 copy. But yeah, the reason I got this one is because from the looks of it, it came with everything. So I'm pretty happy with this one. So I'm not at all saddened that it's not sealed, because so here's your CD, a Activision Value Publishing certificate or something. Yeah, I recognize that from like the Deer Hunter games and stuff. I was about to say, I thought there was a manual. You got trapped up in there. So here's your manual. You have a little inside, and you have your Cabela's games on the back. I also have this game, but it's just CD. Like I said, so some of these games I've had on just CD for many years, ever since I had Deer Hunter 5, you know. Deer Hunter 4, I think, was like, I had Deer Hunter 4 probably just a little bit before we even found Deer Hunter 5. But when we did, it was at a thrift store. At my local thrift store, we found Deer Hunter 5, Big Game Hunter 6, Ultimate Deer Hunt 2. I think we even found the first Deer Hunter. We found like a truck game that I've talked to you about whenever I would see it on a card or something. It was a semi-truck game. And we found different stuff like that. We found like an old airplane game. We loved playing it. We had a joystick with it. So I also got one of them. You probably recognize it from a previous video. And I'm not really even going to try to install it because I know it don't work already. That's why I kind of got rid of some of the games that I used to have. Like I said, I wasn't sentimental. So anyway, I'm pretty excited to finally get a copy of this game. But oh boy, I've got a lot of games to actually try and get installed and out there for y'all to be able to see. So anyway, I tried to get a Cabela's Grand Slam 229, North American 29, something like that. It was brand new. I tried to get it. I had trouble. I had to refund. I think the guy had lost it to a warehouse or something. And so, anyway, I'll try to find another one of those. I think there's one on Macari. I'll have to look into it just to see if I can find it. So, I guess we'll get into the not so game related stuff, just I guess for the fun of it. I'm not really a fan of how he boxed this because, I mean, it ain't got much protection. And I'm always very careful on how I try to open stuff like this. I don't want to get too far in and cut it. Yeah, he didn't put much protection into it. So here is he must have put some plastic over it or something. Sorry, my phone kind of glitched. And I'm going to have to wrap this up because my phone's going dead on me. So, I ain't sure if this is the original wrapping. But anyway, here is a 1997 release of Bambi, 55th edition. 55th year anniversary edition. And like I said, this is one of 3 different little ad posters on the front. So I think I kind of looked it up. What AI says is that it could have different stuff inside of them. So I've got 2 more that are like this. I'm going to try to get them. So actually I've got another one of these at my house already. It's open. Like I said, it was from Goodwill. It's already open. But I think I'll probably... It's possible I might leave this one sealed, just for the sake of it. I don't really know. I also forgot to mention, no I didn't, I think I already mentioned the 1989 Laserdisc copy. So here's another Laserdisc copy. If my phone won't go dead, I'll try to show you this one before it's too late. Okay, yeah, that's going to kind of take a moment. And I'm also sorry if y'all hate watching this part. And my foot's going to sleep. I guess the more and more I look at the camera for YouTube, I kind of get a little bit more comfortable with how I act. Dang, he's got this thing all bundled up. So, well, I'm not a fan of that. It's kind of bent, but still sealed. It's kind of huge. Here's a 55th edition 1997 Laserdisc copy of Bambi. So, like I said, this thing is absolutely humongous. I could show you my 1989 copy, but it's in another room. People are sleeping. So, anyway, it looks really nice. Now, I believe this thing has like a little door that just kind of folds open. So we might have to open that and look into it. So, anyway, I guess that about wraps it up. My phone's about dead, so I'm just going to be like this. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you leave a like and a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Go get them whitetails, but don't shoot Bambi, and I'll see you in the next one. So you've seen the picture, what was inside. Now this one, Free t-shirt. Companion. About the usual. Looks pretty nice. And I know I said I was going to be done, but I forgot. I forgot to include one thing. So I went ahead, showed you this. Now let me show you something else that I forgot about. So the thing I forgot to show you was one of the last installments tournament of Deer Hunter, made in 2008. It was going to have a Xbox console version. Never did go through, and so it turned out to be just for Windows. Instead of a box like these, just come in a DVD, like a DVD case. Still sealed. We'll go ahead and open this boy up and see what's inside of it. Probably nothing much. Alright, wrap her off. This here, I was hoping this would be inside because I've seen it on some of the other eBay listings. Deer Hunter 3 Mobile. I don't know about y'all, but that right there looks super cool. Just to know that something like that actually existed. Kind of looks like they took the 2004 version of the deer and they tried to add extra legs to him. It didn't work too well. Got your manual. King's Bounty. Oh, that's kind of a cool way to show your instructions, all colorful. That sounded like it teared. Nah, I hope it didn't. Like I said, they were going to have, I think, like a Xbox version, and like you could use the controller, but to be honest, I don't know if it actually, I heard another guy talk about it. I don't think it's actually compatible, which I could be wrong. But I'll try sometime soon to get this in and see if it'll work, and if it does, maybe it'll be pretty fun to watch. So anyway, sorry, I know I said I was going to quit, but there we have it. I went ahead and just opened them just to see what was inside of them, and thank you for watching. I did pull the plastic off of this thing here, so it actually is sealed. There was just another plastic piece on top of it. Also, we'll get that in, try to play it, and I'll try to do a little gameplay of it for y'all. As you know already, these here don't work as of yet, and I'll try to also see if I can get that to work. And then I'll see if I can get Cabela's Grand Slam, but I'll also have to try to see if I can get World War II Fighters and a Zebco fishing game that I've had for a while, see if I can get them working. And I'll try to do a little gameplay of Whitetail Extreme. So, thank you for watching, and God bless. Go get them whitetails.
And I seem to forget all the troubles this world hands me. The hustle and the bustle of living are put on hold. Just relaxing and witnessing the